Hi guys, thanks for joining us again on the channel. So, there's a reason I haven't talked about this one until now. It's not because I didn't want to talk about it, but because I needed to get it right. And now the wait's over. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details. Let's start by delving into the insights shared by our first reviewer.
This reviewer admits their initial reasons for buying this electric bike weren't exactly the most informed. They were swayed by free shipping and the promise of delivery before a camping trip, rather than purely focusing on features. However, after putting it through its paces over the last couple of months, covering 140 miles across 3 different states, our reviewer says they would absolutely make the same purchase again. This client has tackled everything from mountain bike trails to smooth bike paths and busy city streets, and this bike has handled it all. This is quite the statement, considering this person hadn't been on a bicycle in 35 years. They acknowledge there's a learning curve switching to an electric bike like this one. The fat tires were new to them, and the overall handling isn't quite as nimble as a regular bike due to the added weight, but they feel that's pretty standard for most e-bikes. A standout feature for our reviewer is how compact this bike folds. It fits comfortably in the back seat of their car, leaving plenty of room for passengers or their dog, and they don't even have a particularly large car. It also seems incredibly durable. After a few mishaps on challenging mountain bike trails, 4 spills in the first couple of weeks, the bike held up surprisingly well. Unlike bikes they've owned in the past, nothing was out of alignment after these minor crashes. Now our reviewer can easily ride for a couple of hours, covering over 20 miles and only deplete the battery to about half charge. They haven't yet tested the full 45-mile pedal assist range, but they're confident it can achieve it. Hills are no problem either. 20% grade hills were easily manageable. They also praised the customer support, finding them responsive and helpful. The reviewer is now trying to convince their friends and family to get the same model so they can all ride together. One important thing to note about this bike and other E.
Fantastic. Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer, an 82-year-old with replaced knees, shares their positive experience searching for a bike that would restore some lost mobility. After years of limited flexibility, our reviewer missed riding and sought a 2-wheeled option that was easy to mount and dismount, steering clear of adult trikes. This led to extensive research into step-thru bikes. Initially, standard step-thru models proved unsuitable due to insufficient low step-thru height. The electric bike with its 14.2 step-thru height caught this client's attention. The idea of an electric bike at their age initially caused some concern, but these worries quickly vanished upon receiving it. The reviewer was very happy with the ease of assembly, noting it arrives nearly 95% assembled. The fact that this folding e-bike weighs less than 60 pounds with the battery removed greatly simplifies transportation and storage. Starting with the manual 7-speed derailleur, our reviewer quickly transitioned to the pedal assist mode. The throttle mode isn't currently needed, but the option to disconnect it addresses any safety concerns someone might have. This client emphasizes the e-bike's solid construction and the joy it brings to riding. This reviewer highly recommends this bike to other seniors looking to extend their riding enjoyment. It offers many of the features found in more expensive models at a more affordable price. Coupled with the maker's excellent after-sales service, it offers the best of both worlds.
All right, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer had a pretty rough start with this electric bike. They wisely sent it to a professional bike shop for assembly and a checkup, and that's where the trouble began. The mechanic immediately spotted an issue with the crankshaft, warning that there was a good chance the chain would slip off if they pedaled with any real force. Naturally, our reviewer contacted the manufacturer hoping for a warranty repair, but they were apparently denied any help. So they ended up having to pay out of pocket to get the bike fixed. The mechanic managed to replace the faulty part, but here's the kicker. The new part didn't quite fit correctly. Now the chain gear still wobbles a bit, although the mechanic assured them it should be functional. The biggest problem is that the replacement part isn't compatible with the original chain guard, so it's missing altogether. Basically, the bike is rideable, but it's not quite right, and it's missing a key safety feature. Our reviewer is now faced with a difficult decision. Should they keep the bike as is, knowing it has these issues? It's a real dilemma, especially after already investing money and time into getting it repaired. They are right to question whether or not they should ride it in its current state.
That's it for this one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Appreciate you watching. See you next time.